Right, babe. I'm going to interview you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, IFL style. Give me the laptop.
What are you filming about?
Well, we've had a hectic week.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell the people about the homeless feed?
What's this for? Your Instagram or
For
something?
your YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, for my private one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to interview me about?
Okay, so what did we do yesterday? Tell them about the homeless feed.
Yeah, we smashed it. We smashed it. I'm so happy. I want to thank everyone who got involved. You mainly. Obviously, we were talking about feeding the homeless at Christmas time, and obviously with what I do with work, trying to clothe people week in, week out, trying to feed them, trying to get them trained up as reps. You mentioned how once a year you get gloves and whatever and go around to all the homeless. So I always wanted to do it anyway. And you know, in an ideal world, I'd be able to go out every week and feed them.
Yeah.
But this was on a scale where, like, I take my hat off to anyone who does this on a daily, a weekly, or a monthly basis, because
It's a full-time commitment, isn't it, really?
fucking takes it out of you. I'm fucked. You could probably see, like, I'm knackered, like, serious. Yeah, didn't do a video today because I've just been so tired.
It was draining, so tell them how it went.
Yeah, so we were running around all day yesterday. Thank you to Monique Bucks for cooking the food.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
night she was going to work as well, she rushed around and got that. Thank you to my dad and his partners who, in fashion, last minute comes and rings us and says we got Peter's Pies rocking up the Central Club with a van to drop you loads of pasties and sausage rolls. Also, they came with loads of head torches, Listerine tablets, Fantas. So
Chris.
it just quavers.
Boxes of
Yeah. So that added just so much more. Thank you to Bratcher, Lewis Bratcher, Fluffy as you call him, as some people call him, for distributing. You know, thank you very much, mate. And I can see that you know, you're just I've known you all my life anyway, but
He's a
the
people
out
person,
there,
isn't he?
he's just a legend. Luca as well stepped up to the plate massively.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Yeah, well, we managed to let them to do their own bit setting up, didn't they? And they done fine. So yeah, just a big thank you to them, and thank you to everyone who contributed, whether that was a cash donation or whether it was a pair of socks, you know, or your old clothes, whatever it was. Everything went to its rightful place, and that's what I'm buzzing about mainly. We still got some bags, mainly female clothes, and there's 1 or 2 bags of formal clothing as well, which I'm going to keep at the church where I'm based with VAC, Voices Action Change. So if anyone struggling and they find themselves a job interview or got a new job and need to dress smart, I can then go and give them the clothes what they need.
Yeah, amazing. It was hard to get people at first, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we changed location, didn't we?
Yeah, but it was only down the road.
But that don't matter. You know, literally, if come on.
No, but
it's
I
not
mean,
down
like,
the road.
people didn't want to come, did they? Like, you were telling people, and they were like, "No, I'm okay."
Yeah, well, we
hard
told
to get 'em.
everyone like a location and a time, and we didn't stick to that location or time.
Yeah.
So when we were on our way to the new one, obviously we were panicking. So
Yeah.
we drove past a few homeless people sat outside train station and ATMs, and we called them and said, "Look, I jumped out of the car, didn't I? The one time
Yeah.
I said, listen, mate, come to M&S. We've got food, clothes, we've got loads of stuff.
Tobacco.
We said, didn't we? Tobacco. We used the tobacco at the end to try and entice. And these people were like, no, I'm okay. I've got my stuff. And it was like,
Yeah.
you know, I think that goes down to 2 things. That some people don't trust. You know, they're quite wary about things. And number 2 as well, like these people who are sat with nothing, when they got their little spots, they sit down. You'll notice that all their belongings are around them. And that's why they you know, is carrying stuff. They don't want to leave it there for people to take. And also, that's their spot where they beg. You know, that's their spot. So maybe that's a learning curve from us, because I know some people who do homeless feeds and it's like mobile, and they'll go around and drop. I know where so and so is. So, you know, it's quite hard when it's just like you know, stationary sort of thing. Which kind of leads me on to my next thing as well, where I'm quite shocked that there's not many places, not just in Cardiff, but I know in Cardiff there's none, and surrounding towns and cities, that there's no places where there is like a drop-off spot where anyone can easily access. We talked about anyone is entitled to go and help the needy, you can say, and there's nowhere to go. Like, you know, we struggled to find a place, and I was an ex-addict myself who's been around the places. I know the spots. It's just, it's sad that, like, you know, either, like, you know, and some people might say as well, that's not true. The council, speak to the council and you'll be able to like lift the bollards up and go there. Well, I'm sorry, but sometimes not everyone got the it's not realistic. If someone just has a thought, I want to go and feed the homeless today, like they can't just go and do it. They can't drive somewhere and do it. It's mad. But yeah, like, you know, like we said, we tried enticing someone with tobacco, but someone was still vacant. But when we parked up and got the spot, me and you, we ordered Luca and Bratcher to go and start setting up, which they did, and me and you went and we went around town, didn't we? And we started asking people. By the time we got back, then it was good. Like, you know, I didn't film none of the homeless feed. It just didn't sit right with me or any of us for that case. Not against it, you know. I've many times before I've given someone money or fed them, and you know, we had a little photo after, but I just didn't want to film that. But when we walked up in it, I done a little story saying great turnout, like, do you know what I mean? And they were there helping themselves, and it was good to see. And there was loads of old faces. It was quite weird for me, because there was a lot of people there who come up to me and were like, Cullan, I can't believe you. They couldn't believe that, like, I was organising this and helping, because it was only a year and a half ago I was doing that myself. But yeah, they were happy, weren't they, with the stuff. I think we had, like, each person walked off with at least 1 or 2 black bags or green bags full of clothes, dry food, the ones who had flats, because some of them, not just these people are homeless, some of them are just addicts who resort to town to make their money. They're in need. And there was 1 or 2 of them who live in a hostel, Adams Court, which is like a drug hostel, and they ran back with their bags with their dry food, and yeah, it was good. Everyone had how many people would you say came?
12, 13, somewhere between 12 and 15 people.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing.
I think they would have took more as well, but like you said, they just couldn't carry it. I remember saying to a guy, like, you know, have this. He's like, I can't get it on my bike. I just can't carry it. And it's just mad, isn't it? They literally carry around every single thing they own daily. It's so sad.
Well, I did for years. Even when, like, I weren't homeless, I was living in a house with like a partner or something, all that I own is in a bag. You know,
I think you were so lucky though that you had don't cry. I think you were so lucky though that obviously you have such a stable, good family. Do you want me to start?
Sorry, go on, I'm cool.
Oh, babe, don't cry.
Go on.
Yeah, you had such a good, stable family, wouldn't you? That even if, you know, the worst happened and you were on the streets, you knew no matter what, you could have gone home. Yeah.
That's the thing, really, isn't it? Like, even down to the homeless feed that I had my dad helping like that, and even like moving on to like the Central Club and that as well. Like, it's without my dad, like a lot of this wouldn't happen, you know.
No.
But this is what I like to say as well, that it don't matter if you've got a good family or not. If anyone can fall into addiction.
100%.
Anyone.
100%. Going back to that though, yeah, massive respect to your dad. He literally ran round last minute, like you said, got so much stuff sorted, and he didn't even say to you he was going to do it. He just rang you and was like, I've got X, Y, Z. It's here for you. Come get it. So yeah, he's a good man.
Yeah, shout out to Pops.
Oh, PD. Okay, so are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need a break?
No, I'm cool.
Okay, so...
I didn't expect you to interview me.
So, what have we got next in the pipeline?
So next is the Christmas special, isn't it? It's just been a manic year, having it a manic month or two, and a lot of people don't know as well, but with the Central Club as well, we've had a couple of, like, you know, I don't know how to put it. Setbacks, yeah. A lot of people ask like about with one of the co-hosts as well, Tom, where's Tom and that. He's had his own issues as well, and he stepped back, which means like obviously we've had to take on more, and we all got full-time jobs. So, you know, it's been stressful, and to keep it consistent and to keep it running like as if nothing's happened is pretty hard. Like, and we're trying to do that. So, you know, it's been crazy. I want to focus more now in the new year on my job with Kaleidoscope and Voices Action Change. So,
Definitely.
so we've got the homeless feed out of the way now. We've got the Christmas special now next week, which I'm really excited about. We've got the Christmas special on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday we've got our last guest of 2021 with Mr. Venice and Uncle K. So I'm really looking forward to it. And if you want me to explain, if any of you want to know what the special is, it's not just us wearing a fucking Christmas jumper and a hat. The only way I can put it down to the closest thing is like a Keith. I keep saying it's just. I think it's like a Keith Lemon type of thing.
It is Keith Lemony. It's that kind of vibe.
It's like
that
funny banter, and it's
just
like a
random
TV show.
Things, yeah, lots of random things going on.
Yeah, so you know, I advise people to come over and check us out and watch it. You know.
Definitely. And also we're trying to grow the Facebook page, haven't we? Because that's probably the one social that could reach the most people, but actually it's got the less,
it's mad,
like the lesser following. So if you haven't already, go and like the Facebook page, and there is a profile as well.
Yeah,
so just in case
we're on everything. We're on, like, I don't think people realise like we are on everything. Twitter, Snapchat, we're even on Snapchat, like, even though it's me, my private thing, like, just, but it's that's real, do you know what I mean? So we got like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok. Oh my god, the
YouTube.
TikTok doing amazing. YouTube, Apple, and Spotify, and there's always you can get on us. And listen, we know we're still early days. We're not even halfway through. We're a year. We're coming up to 6 months now. Obviously we've just hit 3,000 subscribers as well, which is just amazing. It's fucking amazing. Like, I mean, I never thought that we do this. And one thing that always people were saying to me as well at the beginning was like, I'm not too sure if people would be down for that. It's a good thing what you're doing, but I don't think like many people, like people like dramas and controversy. Why don't you just like pretend to argue with people or call people out? And that's not what I wanted to do. Like, listen, don't get it twisted. There's days where like I think, and I tell you all the time, don't I? I should just call my man out, or I just want to say how I feel as Cullan Mace. But this is what this is for, do you know what I mean? But the Central Club, the basis is of how we've built it.
You're a brand though, in you. You're a positive brand. You don't want to be seen getting into slagging matches on YouTube.
Exactly.
It's not really a good look. You might get the views, but they're not going to be the right type.
Well, I don't really shout out much on here. Like, I don't really want to like brag or nothing. But put it this way now, right? Yeah. If I was some of the other people on YouTube, in the podcast wars or whatever, right? Yeah, then I wouldn't have had the opportunities I've had. I speak in universities. Yeah, that's been contacted through Central Club and Kaleidoscope. Yeah, so if I start being a dickhead as well, I could get sacked from my job, and 100%. I could also lose these things. Who messaged me on now? Facebook is probably our least popular platform. Who messaged last Monday? Was it Monday? Who messaged the Central Club, because my partner obviously does the socials on some of them. Who messaged on Central Club and said, "Hi Cullan Mace, we'd like to interview you about."
Oh, was it LCB?
LBC.
LBC.
Yeah, LBC.
Close.
Yeah, Nation Radio.
Yeah, true.
And I was interviewed. Yeah, about the Boris Johnson, the decision he made. About the drug legislations and the passports and that, and they're coming to me. They're coming to a podcast. They're coming to Cullan Mace to have his take and his word, and I'm doing an interview on a 4 p.m. bulletin on LBC Radio, and they've got to me through my podcast. Like, I don't see any of these other platforms doing that, and that's because like I'm not. Listen, I can get a guest on and it can be controversial because we've had that, but I'm not going to be sat there fucking jeopardising that. That's good, man. That's made me feel like, wow, like what we're doing is something positive. These people are reaching out to us now, like radio, like the news, like, and I'm not the biggest fan of the news, but if we're radios, that's what I want. I want to be able to not be blacklisted everywhere,
Yeah,
kind of thing, if
definitely.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Do you get me?
definitely.
And I think it's a good thing, you know, if people are reaching out to us like that, we're getting good sponsors and that. People people wouldn't want to touch us if we was a dickhead, like, do you know what I mean?
No.
So, listen, I've lived most of my life as a dickhead. Anyone in Cardiff or Wales, South Wales for that matter, in the prison system or on the streets, know I was a dickhead. So I don't want to be that guy no more. I'm trying to turn my life around, and I'm not going to pretend to be this hard man or this fucking crazy guy, because I'm not. I'm trying to do something positive now, and yeah, we're going in the right way. So going back to what I wanted to say, to have 3,000 subscribers, and there probably still is someone there who were quite, you know, in following us for the wrong reasons, because we've had some guests who are controversial, but you know, to know that the majority of those people are organic, natural followers is sick.
Yeah.
That makes me buzz.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's really good. Okay, so Homeless Feed's amazing. Christmas special. What are the plans for Christmas?
You joking? No, we're not going to your mum's, are we?
No.
Did she come in here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna got my mum's then. I know I'm only joking, babe.
Don't make me refilm the whole
joking.
thing.
No, obviously, I'm spending Christmas with you. My first ever Christmas I spent with you. My second Christmas clean. First Christmas with the Central Club. Yeah, we're gonna have a lovely time. I'm gonna stay off my phone. Gonna spend some quality time with you.
Good.
And sit back and watch the Christmas special. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So is there any last words you want to say to wrap it up?
Yeah. This was actually an unexpected video. I'm probably gonna watch this back and be quite like
Oh
taken
my
back.
God.
I've got my missus interviewing me. I shared it here. We're talking quite well. It's like we're coming to an end of like a year, which is mad. But yeah, you know, thank you everyone who's following us, who supported us. Yeah, tune into the Christmas special. Also on the Christmas special, we're doing a little montage of all the people who helped donate, whether it's a photo or whether it's us filming, you give us the stuff. Like I said, I didn't want to film us feeding the homeless, but I wanted to highlight that it is good people out there, so we've done that.
Definitely.
So, you know, we haven't forgot about any of you, so thank you. So there's the Christmas special. It's a must watch, and that's going to tie you from the 22nd of December all the way to the 2nd of January until we get our first guest film out on the 2nd of Jan. In the January then, we're just going to keep on giving you raw content. You know, I'm going to keep pushing on with my career. We've got some big names. You not come on. Don't no. I've always been one to like yap off, but I'm not going to anymore.
No, you shouldn't.
But I just want to let people know that we are going to be one of the biggest. We're not going to be the biggest, because like I'm not going to disrespect the people who are out there. They're smashing it, and who am I to say that? But I'm telling you now, right, we're going to be, I've written it down, we are going to be one of the biggest podcasters in the UK next year.
Definitely.
The year after will be Europe, then the world. But yeah, we're just going to keep on giving you honest, real, raw content. Thank you everyone. Like this is my personal page, this is going on, but yeah, I just like to keep a record. So stay safe, stay safe, stay positive,
stay central.